Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel, and if you're here visiting from Etsy, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So today in this video, I am sharing the extra items that will be available with the June collection release in my Etsy shop tomorrow. I have 2 ephemera packs like usual, and then just a couple little extra things that I thought I would share with you today. Like I said, these will post in my Etsy shop tomorrow, which is Wednesday. What is it? May 28th? Is it the 28th? I'll probably post it if I got that wrong. But I'm sharing this video on Tuesday just to give everyone an idea of the extra things that will be available tomorrow. And then I will share the main kit release tomorrow at noon when the kit releases. So let's just hop into it because I do have a few things. This is the 15-piece ephemera pack. So like usual, it comes in this brown paper sack. And for those of you who might have missed a little bit of my updates, this is the journal that comes in this month's collection. It's called Sunny Days. I love the summer vibes that are happening here. I'm releasing this in June, but it would be fabulous to use for the 4th of July weekend. I am very excited about this collection because summer, as a lot of you know, is my favorite season. So these ephemera packs correlate with that. And then there's just a few items. So let me get into it. I'll share the book pages. There's a vintage book page out of an old reader, like an old elementary school reader. There is a book page here. This is a fold-out book page, and it has the care and instructions for a type of flower. Yours will be different, of course, as in all of the book pages. This comes from the book Success with Houseplants. I love the flower images there. Because it is summertime, there is a book page with some ducks and waterfowl. There is an old sheet of music. This is an old, I think it was Mozart. I can't remember exactly, but it's a yellowed, smaller sheet of music. I think that's really fun. There's one large manila business size envelope. It's actually oversized. It's larger than business. There is a vintage napkin in here. This is an oversized luncheon napkin. There's only one side printed with these fun, beautiful strawberries. There's a copyright in here from 1972. That's the year my husband was born. I didn't even see that in there. So fun. So these are a lot of fun for decoupaging in your journals. And I love that is oversized. So that's folded to keep it safe. There is one vintage bingo card. This picture type flashcard that is used for learning your colors. One manila tag, one manila alteration tag. There's this recipe card here. This is a little tea bag that you can use to make your own tea at home. It has a little drawstring here, but I actually have this in the main collection as well, and I just thought they would be really fun little tucks and pockets. So there's an extra one of those in here. There is one blue claim check, one red, slightly oversized price tag with a string, and then there is this vintage, well really it looks like it's from the 70s image here of these little field mice in this sweet little flower patch. I love this kind of imaging because it really reminds me of my childhood and the summer, so I thought that was a fun addition to this collection. Okay, and that is the 15-piece ephemera pack. The next ephemera pack has 30 pieces in it. Like usual, it comes in a brown paper sack. First, I will share the book pages. So there is a really pretty book page out of an Edith Holden book. There is also a vintage school book page, again, out of an old reader. There is one of those Success with Houseplants flip out how-to book pages. There is a book page. I'm using this book itself in the main collection. It's a recipe book, but throughout she had these really pretty images. The recipe book has a bunch of recipes from around the world. So each book page is a hand drawing done by the author that represents something from that place that she is writing about. So this one is Scandinavia, and it has this really beautiful image of this girl. Every book page is different and from another place, but her art is beautiful. So the 30-piece collection has a book page with an image on it like that. There is also one of those smaller music book pages here. This is a book page out of a young poet's poetry book. So it just has a poem on it. It's a smaller book page. There's also a white and blue bingo card. There's a book page out of an old like pocket-sized book about ferns. I thought that book was really fun. This collection has 2 manila tags, 1 oversized red tag, 1 white time check. This collection has 2 napkins. So there's this really pretty blue and white gingham print napkin. And then there is again a vintage napkin in this collection. No date on this one. So I'm not sure how old this one is, but it just is more of a drink size napkin, and it has this really pretty strawberry on there. There is 1 manila layaway tag, 1 coat check tag. There's an English type flashcard in here. So you're gonna get some words and definitions, but I thought that was a fun piece. There's also a vintage manila index card divider, 1 blue claim check. There are 2 oversized red price tags with strings, 1 smaller sized envelope with this glassine type window here. There's a strip of 6 pinkish style tickets, 1 manila coin envelope. This is like a puzzle piece math game that I had. I left the magnets on here, but they're like a heavy chipboard and they're pieces of fruit. Some of them are desserts, like this blueberry, but I thought blueberry pie, I thought it went really well with the collection. So maybe you could make a fun tuck or something out of this. And it just says that this is 1/4 of the blueberry pie. Of course, they're all different and you're going to get a different fraction of something, but that's included there. There's a strip of these labels. They're just numbered labels, but they're little sticky stickers. So there are 4 of them in here. This is the little playing card that I have in this kit, and how sweet. It's that same 70s style art, and I love that little bird sitting there. So cute. There are 2 swimming club. These are a vintage ticket. I have some more of them in my shop if you're interested, but this is a student ticket for swim day. So these are fun. There's 2 of those in there. And then there are 2 price tags. So that is the 30-piece ephemera pack. I'm going to have a few of these little ruffle rolls. I've done it before when I've had extra fabric. This is the ruffle that I used here on the cover of the book. So it would be really cute and sweet to have some of that in your journal. There are roughly 36 inches. There's actually a little bit more, but I measured out roughly 36 inches that you're getting here of a handmade ruffle. It's nothing fancy, you guys. It's torn fabric like I use on the cover of the journal, and then it's just stitched up with a little zigzag stitch here, and just really sweet. This is a really stringy fabric, so be forewarned. I had a crazy stringy mess on my hands, but a lot of you enjoy having a little bit of extra ruffle, so there will be a few of those in my shop, tied up with this sweet little blue seam binding. The other thing that I thought I would include, because I had extra napkins, were some of these vintage napkins. The only thing that is not old are these blue gingham. These are modern. I ordered these, but because they match so well, I threw in some of these. So I'm going to, if anyone's interested in a decoupage napkin set and you like the vintage napkins, I'm going to put some of these in the shop. This will be 1 set, and I think I have like 3. I only have like 3 sets, but I thought somebody could get some use out of them. So this is an oversized red napkin. They actually came with these strawberry napkins, and again, these strawberry, well actually these strawberry napkins are in the main kit. So you'll see that pop up tomorrow in tomorrow's collection, and I had a few of them left over. This one does not have a date on it, but they are old. It was an old set of dinner napkins. So there are, what did I say, 3 large red napkins. There are 4 of these vintage strawberry napkins. There are, let's see, there are 3 of these blue gingham napkins. And then these came in, one came in the set with the strawberries, and the other came with some of the other strawberries. So the red is a little different. There are 3 of these smaller sized red napkins, and then these are even a little bit smaller, but they have a little bit of a different coloring. and there are 3 of those. Altogether, there are 16 napkins here, but then there were also some paper coasters that came with the napkin set. So I'm throwing in 5 of these paper coasters. This is just a plain white coaster, but there's a few layers there. I thought maybe somebody could do something fun with that. And there are also 5 of these little paper coasters. You can see the size difference. One's a little bigger than the other, but this has a really cute print there. And 5 of those. So 16. So altogether there are 26 pieces here. All right, and one more thing that will be in my shop. So I had this idea that I really wanted to make my own traveler's notebook cover for this collection because I think it's a lot of fun and it might be a journal that I use over the course of the summer. So I decided to make myself this cover, and I also made a few extra. So let me tell you about them, because they're not exactly a traveler's notebook cover, but I think it's a fun addition to the journal. So I did add, some of them have 2. There are a couple with 2 strings that you could add to notebooks, and then there are some with 1 string. Okay, so this one is mine because it has more mistakes than the others. But just to get an idea, these traveler's notebooks fit inside of them nicely, pretty snug, so you can see. What I liked about it is I used this vintage red fabric here on the inside that kind of draws the red out of the strawberries, and I love the way that the blue plays with the red. And then on the outside I had, I think it's a reproduction, I don't think it's an actual vintage fabric, but I don't know because I picked it up in the thrift store. But this really pretty blue strawberry pattern. And then I have my black elastic for holding in my journal. And then I have this vintage, this is a vintage trim that my friend Rhonda sent me. She actually sent it in the package. I had to open that package. It was so painful, but I'm glad that I did because it's super cute on this cover. So this cover is nothing fancy, and please be aware that they are not perfect. I was experimenting and there are flaws. So if you are someone who likes something perfect, don't buy these covers because there are flaws. But they work, they fit, and if you would like one, and you can forgive my flaws because I'm not a seamstress, other than, you know, fun junk journals, then okay, there are a few of them that will be available tomorrow. So just note that. I really wanted to point that out because they were a lot of fun, and I think they're going to be super cute, but in no way are they perfect. So, but then again, I actually like the fact that they're imperfect because the cover is stitched imperfectly as well. I also thought it would be a lot of fun. Maybe you could use some Fabri-Tac glue and add some pockets in here to hold some of your goodies. I didn't add pockets, but it would be something you could do when you receive your cover. So the cover has these 2 layers of fabric, and then there's a little bit of squishy foam in there to kind of give it some structure, and then it just closes with whatever ruffle binding it has. So it's just something you could put your journal in and throw in your purse for a little something extra, because sometimes we like extra, right? So anyway, now that I talked way too long about that, let me show you the covers that I have. After I pull, well, that's my journal, so I'll just leave it in there. This one is mine. But then, so I have, let's see, there are 2 like this. This one is made out of this really pretty flower print. It again just has 1 elastic for the 1 journal. It has the vintage fabric there in the center, and then it has this red lace as a closure. So there are 2 of these that are pretty close to being exactly the same. And then there is 1, because I ran out of the red lace, I switched to this super cute trim. So 1 of these flower prints have this little dainty trim here. I will list those separately, so you can pick this white one if you would rather have that. And this again has 1 string for 1 journal. mostly because as I was learning how to make these, I didn't realize the foam was going to shrink when I added heat to it. So it was an experiment, but I do think they turned out super cute. And then there are two strawberry prints, the one like I have. They both have this red fabric on the inside and then the super cute blue strawberry fabric on the other. And then there is that white trim. And both of these have two elastics, so technically you could fit two journals on the inside of it. So I'm just going to give you an idea here. Maybe you're still working on one of the other journals and you would like to include that in with your book. It can fit two notebooks in here. Now, I don't know how stuffed it'll be once, if you like stuffing your journals full, it's gonna get pretty bulky, but they do fit, and yeah, I just think they're super cute. So there will be two of those listed, one with the single cord listed, two with the red lace, and then one with this print and this really pretty cording here. Okay, you guys, and that is everything. I've already taken some time today, so I will quit talking. Again, all of this will be available in my Etsy shop tomorrow, Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time, along with the main collection. Be sure to come back and check out that video if you're interested. Something I don't have, I'm gonna mention it here in this video. I did in tomorrow's video as well, but your lady is sending a package of goodies to go along with this collection. She blows my mind, you guys, especially since she's having surgery the same day as the kit release tomorrow. So she's amazing, but I'm waiting for a box of goodies to show up. So that will happen probably Thursday or Friday. As soon as I receive that from her, I will share the other items that will be included in the main collection. Also, if you order tomorrow, the day of the release, within the first 24 hours, you will receive a goodie bag from me, like usual, for the release day. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you are all doing awesome. I hope that you had a great holiday weekend, and be sure to come back tomorrow for a sneak peek of what that collection looks like. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.